Welcome down the weeboo hole, or should I say retro weeboo hole.
Yeah.
Today we're talking about one of my favorite animes of all time.
Yeah, mine too, I would say.
Digimon, Digital Monsters, or Digimon
Digimon
01,
are the champions.
Change into Ultimate, and eventually Mega. 10 years later.
Yeah, we know the dub theme song.
Yeah.
But for any of you sub watchers out there, which I don't know if we would have any sub watchers on our viewer base, just because everybody would have known Digimon from their childhood.
Yeah,
right?
but a lot of people like to have that authentic experience.
Yeah,
with
I guess.
I am curious what the sub would sound like.
Yeah, for sure.
But like,
well, I've watched Try subbed. So
but I'm such a diehard dub for Digimon. Like,
yeah.
It feels wrong. It's like Dragon Ball for me, or
yeah.
What's that other series? Who knows? I have a few.
Yeah.
Fairy Tail.
Anyway, we're talking about Digimon today and how it's better than Pokemon. And how it's good on its own. It stands on its own 2 feet, and we really feel that way. It's for a much younger demographic. It's not shonen, it's not seinen, it's for younger kids. But it's something that I feel like anybody can.
I don't know. There's some alcoholic references.
Are there?
Yeah.
Like?
Not for us.
Oh.
But in the sub version.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you about it.
There was censorship.
When we get to Myotis Monarch.
Oh, okay. Interesting. All right. So yeah. Anyway, Digimon's really cool. Follows a group of 7/8 kids.
Eventually.
Who the original isekai. Were transported to a different world.
It is.
Yeah, really.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Proto isekai.
Yeah, they're brought to what's called the digital world, where they meet their partner Digimon. Where often it's called a ripoff of Pokemon, but it's very, very different because they only have like this one Digimon with them at all times, and they're their friends.
And they can speak.
Yeah, exactly. And we meet them when they're in baby form. They end up digivolving episode 1 and saving the kids.
Against Quagmon.
Yeah, against Quagmon, and then they plummet to their deaths. And that's the end of the series. No,
it was great. I loved it.
They fall into a river. They get out. They go starting to explore this iconic area that we know of
with
the
phone
digital
booths.
world. Yeah, exactly. On the beach and whatnot.
Yeah.
And that's where they fight. They pretty much battle a bunch of other Digimon, and then Agumon digivolves, and then subsequently pretty much every other of the Digidestins Digimon.
So Digimon have like different stages of life. They go from baby to rookie.
Yeah.
To isn't there one? I think there's one. No, it's baby to.
Yeah, there's something in between rookie and baby.
No, it's in training to. Yeah, it's baby in training, rookie, champion, ultimate mega. And then there's some other stuff later on that we'll get into as when we get to 02 into trainers.
Yeah, well,
Tamers.
even at the end of Digimon movie, right? So we have
yeah, but we'll have a different discussion about the movie.
I guess. But yeah, so we have these characters. It's character progression, and obviously the Digimon. We're getting them to digivolve on the very first island that they're on, right? I forget the name of the island.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, look it up. So we have them traveling around, and the basis of the first arc is they're taking on Devimon. Devimon, who's got these black gears that he's shoving into Digimon.
Yeah, turning them evil.
Turning them evil, essentially, and making them fight the kids. And Devimon doesn't like the Digidestin, and pretty much every antagonist hates the Digidestin, as we find out later, for reasons. So they're here to save the digital world from Devimon initially. So they end up having to take him on. They get split up at some point, which was really
File Island.
File Island, yeah. And they get split up at some point, which happens a lot in this series. They get split up quite a bit.
Devimon sends. They're all like sleeping in Devimon's like mansion.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're all like, "Oh, Devimon's a pretty nice guy." And then they're like, "Devimon's like, I'll make you weak by sending you away and not murdering you when I have the chance."
Yeah, exactly. And then you have them all reuniting eventually, and then they finally get it all back together, and that's when we have Patamon finally digivolving of the last to do so, which also happens to be the youngest of the crew, which is Matt's younger brother, TK.
Okay, well, let's introduce the characters.
Yeah, why not? Might as well, right?
Okay, so we got Ty, the leader, with the goggles, very iconic. Love the guy. Yeah. Personal favorite character.
We have sort of his deuteragonist, or I would say rival in some sense, which is Matt.
Kind of rival. Yeah, he's the rival,
more
but
so
not really.
Deuteragonist.
Yeah.
It's a secondary protagonist, a word that I learned recently.
Yeah, I love that word.
Yeah, it's really cool. And then we have Izzy, who's the geek of the crew. He's good with computers.
Tech savvy.
Yeah, he's extremely intelligent for his age, because they're all like 11 years old.
Izzy's younger. Izzy's like a year or two below them.
Possibly. And then we have Joe, who's the coward of the crew.
Joe's amazing.
Comes into his own as time goes on.
Dude, the best thing about Digimon is the character growth.
Joe is very Usopp.
Yeah.
For me.
He's the original Usopp of the group.
Pretty much. Then we have the last of the guys, which is TK. So that's Matt's younger brother. Who's like 8 years old. I think he's 3 years younger than.
Yeah.
They're all 3. Yeah, because Kari's 8 as well.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So there's that, and then we have the 2 girls, which is Mimi and Sora.
Yeah.
Sora, who's pretty emotional, and then Mimi, who's kind of just like a wacko.
Mimi's more.
She's
selfish.
very gal.
She is very gal, but very selfish and very like.
Yeah.
For herself,
exactly.
But then later on, she becomes more.
They all grow through their
awesome.
kind of faults through the series, which is really cool. It's very well developed characters that we have. So anyway, they all meet back up. We're getting back to the story.
Yeah,
here.
back to the story.
And Patamon finally digivolves into Angemon. And we see that Angemon uses pretty much all the strength he has to beat Devimon.
Definitely one of the most epic scenes in the entire show.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because everyone else is like
Hand of Fate.
Right? Hand of Fate. Yeah. Dude, don't get me started on the moves.
Oh, yeah.
Fist of the Beast King, one of the greatest.
Oh my god, Leomons?
Yeah, I love that.
That's sick.
And we'll get to the best one later on. But that scene, because we're waiting such a long time. We see everyone else evolve for like a good 15 episodes, I think.
Yeah, roughly,
And we're like, when's Patamon? Let's see when Patamon's going to evolve.
Please, yeah, that's
And when he does, you're just like, yes, it makes perfect sense why they were waited, because he's the angel versus devil dynamic. Which is pretty risque now that I'm thinking about it. Back in like 2001 when we like watched this.
Yeah, because you don't want to toss religion in there, but it was good. It was well presented. It was well done, and then we finally beat Devimon, and we find out near the end of that episode that there's more to go do and more to go save, essentially. And I believe it's Jedi who's like giving them
I think
instructions from this point on.
Well, I thought it was I was a big Star Wars kid, so I thought it was Jedi.
Yeah. So yeah, they basically cross the ocean, and the digital world looks a lot like the real world in a lot of ways. So they cross the ocean on Waymon.
On Waymon, they end up in like this area where they find
village.
Yeah, something like that, where they have the like crests.
Yeah,
they find like the crest holders.
Yeah, they have to go and find these crests to. I can't remember what the purpose was of finding the crests, but anyway.
I think it was just to make them stronger.
Yeah, we meet our second antagonist, which is Edamon.
Elvis Presley impersonator.
Yeah.
Elvis Presley impersonator.
The monkey dude. He's awesome. Edamon's sick.
Yeah, I love cool. The dichotomy between him and Devimon. Because Devimon's super serious and like menacing, and then Edamon's a complete goofball, but he's still like super strong. He's an ultimate level, and all we've seen so far are champions. So we're like, who is this guy?
Yeah, exactly. And so they start finding their crests. They actually do it rather rapidly, a lot faster than I had remembered from childhood. They get their crests really quick.
This is like the first 20 episodes.
Yeah, exactly. And then I believe Tai tries to. I think he had already found his crest by the time he tries to do this, but he tries to get Greymon to.
Yeah. What happens is Tai is the first one to find his crest.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I'm the best. Like, I got my crest first.
He gets a huge ego trip.
He gets a big head.
Yeah.
And he's like, come on, Agumon. So he's like stuffing food in Agumon's mouth. Very fetish-like.
Digimon!
Yeah.
I love Tai's voice.
And then Edamon, they're like fighting in this like soccer arena kind of area. And
it's more like a gladiator arena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's got Greymon versus another Greymon.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna call him Ash, but Tai's like, you gotta evolve man.
Yeah.
And then he like force digivolves him into Skull Greymon,
who's a beast, but in a bad way.
Yeah. He doesn't listen to you, and he's terrifying.
He goes on a rampage. He doesn't realize what he's doing.
And like the strangest weapon on his back,
the rocket with a face on it.
It's a fish with like a moldy fish.
Yeah, but it's a rocket, as we know. And he just attacks the crew, and finally Tai gets him to calm down.
Yeah. So Digimon, after a certain while, they like return back to a rookie form.
Yeah, exactly. They don't stay forever evolved.
Yeah. Which helps with animation. Like it costs a lot to like do bigger monsters and like animate them as well.
Yeah, of course.
So I understand why they did that, which makes sense for like Pokemon as well. Why they don't evolve.
Yeah, but let's keep in mind they had to animate all of the Digivolution sequences,
which they reuse every episode.
Yeah,
but like
it's sort of like Sailor Moon's transformation.
It's a magical
sequences.
girl.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, you have this occurrence, and then the rest of the crew finds all their crests. And they get their Digimon to properly. Actually, sorry.
No.
Whoa, back up.
You're going way too far ahead.
Yeah, I am. So basically, what happens after Skull Greymon digivolves, Edamon turns into this massive beast. Right, that's the first thing that happens, I believe.
No,
do they find all their crests?
They
first?
find all their crests. They do find all their crests.
Yeah.
They can't find Sora's.
Right.
And then Datamon tells them like, I found the crest or something, or like I think he says I'm a captured Digimon being held by Edamon. They go after them and they find Sora's crest with Datamon, but Datamon's like not a good guy. He's working for Edamon. And then Edamon has his final showdown with Tai, and then Edamon fuses with like a bunch of technology and becomes like a giant like a mess of like tubes into his chest.
Wiring and a bunch of shit.
Very strange. And Tai eventually digivolves Agumon normally, and we get Metal Greymon, which still shoots weird fish out from his breast. But Metal Greymon's sick. I love that. And then we get this. The next episode is fantastic. But there's like this warping area because they're like battling together, and it's like this.
And Edamon like creates this wormhole sort of thing.
And only Tai and Agumon
go through it,
and they end up in the human world. And we meet Kari.
Yeah, this is where we meet Kari.
And the animation in this episode is so unique and different, and like
it sort of looks like, I want to compare it to Steins Gate in a way. There's a lot of light on the apartment that they're in, and it looks a lot like I would say the movies in a way. The animation is very different, and so he spends, I think it's a day.
It's one day,
and then he decides to.
I think I read that the director for that episode did all of Tamers. I think it is by the same guy. I might not be correct. Cool. I'm going to check that right now, but continue talking.
Okay, so he spends one day in the real world, in the human world, and then decides to. How does he get back to the digital
just
world?
A wormhole shows up.
Another one.
I think Ogremon like comes to fight them.
Okay.
And then Agumon fights Ogremon, and then he's just teleported back.
Okay, and then he's brought back. But by the time he returns, everybody has split up. And he has, once again, like I said, this happens a lot. And he has no idea where anybody is, and he has to start going to search for people. And who's the first person that he finds?
TK.
Is it TK?
It's TK. Okay, I was wrong. But the guy writes for Tamers something in 02 that we'll talk about. Very interesting stuff.
Okay. So he finds TK. TK is by the water. And he says that Matt said that he was going to come back for him. And he never did. And so Tai and TK take off. They go and find Matt, who's working at a restaurant.
With Joe.
But
also at this time, a little Digimon called Devimon
has started following them around and looking at them and
no, he's like
scouting them.
He's like lying to everyone.
As well.
Your friends hate each other.
He's
and he's the
over.
reason everyone doesn't want to talk to each other.
Exactly, and everybody split up. And then Joe and Matt sort of have an argument because Joe keeps messing up in the kitchen. And Matt's angry at him because their debt to Digitamamon keeps increasing, and they're gonna have to keep staying there. And Matt wants to get back to TK, and he's like freaking out, and I think he punches him at some point, and he has this massive freak out. And then finally Tai and TK show up and sort of clear things up, and they're all friends again. And then they go out going further. They go out looking for the rest of the crew, right? And I think the next person they find is
Mimi, I think.
Is it?
I think they actually split up.
Yeah, they split up into groups of two, and two of them go to find Izzy, and the other two go to find Mimi. Mimi, who's become the princess of...
the Gekkomon. And I forget what the blue ones are called, but she's being used by them to, appease Shogun Gekkomon.
Yeah, which is hilarious. I
love that episode. That was a good one.
Yeah, it's so good.
But I also loved Izzy's episode with Vetamon,
yeah,
where he, steals his intelligence or, his personality.
Yeah, and
for knowledge. And he's just doing the alphabet continuously.
Yeah, and that's when Kabuterimon digivolves goes to Ultimate
Mega Kabuterimon.
Yeah.
Also, Matt, when he fought Digitamamon, when they're at the restaurant, Garurumon digivolves into Garurumon.
Right. Yeah, that's right. To beat Digitamamon.
Yeah.
And then you have is that where we get Lilymon as well?
No, that's later on.
Okay, we don't get Lilymon yet. Okay. Yeah, we get it in back in the real world. Okay. Yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah. Who cares? And then. So pretty much the entire crew's back together except for Sora.
Yeah.
And Sora took a while to find.
Yeah.
Then when
Sora was actually following them all around.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, I remember.
And she was hiding in corners and stuff
to make sure everyone was okay. Still,
exactly. Because she still did care, but she was she thought that nobody loved her.
Yeah.
Once again, I think Devimon had a part to play in that. And then finally they get back all together, and Sora, Bergermon digivolves to Garudamon, And we...
well, this is... Before that, we actually meet the antagonist of this arc.
Oh, this... Yeah, that's right.
Myotismon.
Yeah.
Who's an evolution of Devimon.
No, he's not.
He is in, like, Digimon lore.
Oh, okay,
but in this story, it's not the same character at all.
Exactly, yeah. Myotismon, he shows up... How does he show up? Does he just show up randomly?
I really forget, but...
And does he show up with Gatomon?
Yes.
Okay, he does. All right.
Gatomon's with him at this time.
Okay, and that's when Garudamon and Myotismon fight. Yeah. I think. Yeah, okay. So...
That's their first fight.
I'm trying to remember everything as I'm going along.
But it's coming back.
Yeah. So then Jedi explains what's going on. What's really, really cool is that scene where he's putting down the cards.
Yeah, so they want to... What Myotismon is trying to do is go back to the human world.
Yeah, he's trying to open a gate to the human world.
Yeah. And he succeeds.
He does. And he brings his helpers with him.
Which is a lot of Digimon.
A lot of Digimon, including Gatomon.
Yeah.
As well as Devimon, I think, comes with him as well.
I think so, yeah.
Either stays behind.
I think Devimon might die at this point.
Maybe. I don't know.
forget if he actually
makes it. But the Digidestin end up going through the gate with him, I believe.
Yeah, by using the cards as you were talking about before.
Yeah, they figured it out. But keep in mind that... well, actually, no. Time is flowing slower in the human world, actually. So, yeah, it doesn't matter how long they take using the cards. But they figure out the way that the cards work. They pick them back up off the ground, and they put them down on the table, and they open the gate, and they go back to the human world. Now, this is my favorite arc.
Definitely, yeah.
By far. So good.
It's up there.
Yeah.
Like, rewatching it, I appreciate this arc a lot more.
Oh, yeah.
But I do love the final arc for, like, different reasons.
Yeah. So, what exactly is Myotismon trying to do in the human world?
I forget.
Yeah, exactly. It's not really clear. I think he's
not
just
like he's just
trying to take over.
He's just a menace, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. He's trying to gain more power. I don't know, things like that. And
these are not very in-depth villains.
Like, no, they're not. They're not. And we have like these little. We have side episodes where all of the Digidestin once again split up and take on different one of his goons.
Yeah, because now they're back in their normal daily lives.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're just living.
And we meet all of their parents and stuff.
Yes, dude. And we learn some. Okay, let's talk about some very important stuff. Izzy, we learned his parents adopted him.
Yeah,
which was sick. We learned about Matt and TK and how their families divorced.
Yeah, their parents are divorced.
Like, this is some crazy heavy stuff for a children's cartoon.
Yeah, exactly. Sora's only got her mom, I think.
Only her mom, and her mom's, like, pretty strict.
Yeah, exactly. We have Tai. We meet Tai and Kari's mom as well during this arc. We have Joe, who we find out his parents are like super strict on him getting good grades.
Not even. He's strict on himself.
Sort of.
Joe's very strict on himself.
Yeah, but keep in mind his brother's a doctor and whatnot.
He wants to live up to his brother.
Yeah, there's that too. And Mimi, we don't meet her parents. We don't really meet her family, exactly. But in this arc, basically we have them taking on all of Myotismon's goons. But the most important and integral part is that we have Gatomon and Wizardmon, who have come through the gate with Myotismon. Yeah. And Gatomon has a Digivice with her, right?
I think so, yeah.
And she, well, okay, thanks, computer. She goes and tries to find essentially the person who it belongs to. Yeah. Person who's sort of been
Digidestin.
Exactly.
Which she wants to kill.
Right, exactly. She wants to get rid of her because she's been conditioned by Myotismon. That because Myotismon
like, saved her from like living on the streets, but also like abused her.
She was Salamon,
but also like abused her at the same time.
Yeah,
it's a very sad
story.
Yeah.
But anyway, Wizardmon goes with Gatomon to find the 8th Digidestin, and we find out that it's Kari.
Yeah.
And they're having this conversation.
Awesome.
Yeah, they're having this conversation on their front porch or their back porch. I don't know which one you would consider it. But anyway, they're talking, and then I believe Gatomon gets taken away. Something like that. Anyway, there's this huge like there's a lot of focus on Wizardmon, Gatomon, Kari, and Myotismon at this point. And then we have Wizardmon, who's trying to get Gatomon to become good, essentially.
Yeah, Wizardmon's awesome.
He's a great guy. And then we have the
he's actually drinking. Like getting drunk.
Oh, really? Okay.
Him
I think I know that.
And Mamimon or Nanimon, I forget his name.
Okay.
But like the wrestling guy.
Oh, yeah.
And like when Agumon and Palmon are like dressed up like disco characters, like, we want to be part of your crew.
Right.
And they give him like alcohol, but I think it's soda in our dub.
Okay.
But it's alcohol in the sub.
But anyway, we get to the point where Myotismon sort of takes over the TV station, and at this point, Gatomon and Kari have gotten close, sort of, and then I believe that Myotismon is attacking Kari because he knows who can take him down.
Yeah.
And it happens to be Gatomon when she's digivolved.
Yeah.
But he fires his laser.
No, it's bats.
Yeah, I know. But he fires his bats at
Kari,
and then we have one of the most iconic scenes once again of the entire anime, which is Wizardmon jumping in front of both of them,
sacrificing himself.
Yeah, to save them, and dies in the process.
Yeah, super sad.
Super sad. But
it's so goofy looking.
Yeah,
because his eyes are like super wide open.
Yeah. And then we have Kari, who's able to digivolve Gatomon into her ultimate. Actually, it happens to be her ultimate is Androwoman.
I always forget about Gatomon being a champion.
Yeah, for real. And then she fires her arrow through Myotismon, and we think he dies.
Yeah.
But he doesn't actually die.
Yeah. And then more biblical stuff with like 666.
Yeah,
the number of the beast.
It's 333 in the anime. They cut it in half because
no, it's 666.
No, and it's a time of day, dude.
Oh, okay.
It's 333. 666 isn't a time of day, so they cut it in half. And then Myotismon rises back up in his mega form, I guess you could say.
It is.
Yeah, it is his mega form, and or one of his mega forms, and he's this ridiculous
Venom Myotismon.
It's not Venom.
Yes.
Is it Venom?
Yeah, Venom Myotismon.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it is. Venom Myotismon, and they need a way to fight him, and their ultimates can't do it. So then we have.
Also, at this point, Mimi's ultimate has happened, and so has Joe's.
Yeah, exactly.
But not TK's.
Right, Zunamon happens in the water. Right, it's as they're fighting their
Mega Seedramon and Dark Tyrannomon. Those are the two Digimon
that they fight to get their. Okay, yeah. Why are they always at the same time? Those two?
Because they're like the lesser main characters.
I guess, yeah. Because the same thing happens in Try.
Spoilers.
Yes, again. But then we have the awesome the episode ends this way, and the next one starts this way. Which when I was a kid, I was so
hyped.
This animation for their mega sequences
is
insane.
It's incredible.
It looks so good.
The CGI is the greatest that will ever be.
Yeah, seriously. That, and think about when it was. Yeah. It was like early 2000s too. Yeah. So I guess 90s in Japan.
Yeah. So
we were blown back.
So they find a way to make Agumon and Gabumon warp Digivolve to their mega forms.
Yeah.
And we get my favorite Digimon of all time, Wargreymon.
Yeah.
And a Digimon, he's okay.
I love
Metal Garurumon.
I love Metal Garurumon.
You do? I prefer Wargreymon.
I prefer Metal Garurumon.
I do like Metal Garurumon as well.
Yeah, and they end up beating Venom Myotismon finally after they find out that his core is like it's in his stomach, and that's what they have to kill.
More his crotch area actually.
Yeah, it's more down there. You're right.
Like a face down there. It's very odd.
It's very weird. But yeah, they end up killing him and digitizing him, and then the sky opens up. Yeah. And reflects the digital world, and it looks nothing like what they remember. Keep in mind, it's
been here like a week or two.
Yeah, it's been like a week or two since they've been back in the real world, which we know is like years.
Yeah, centuries.
Years in the digital world. So they go back to the digital world because it's in chaos, and they gotta go find out why.
And this is cool, because when they originally going to the digital world, they do it like they have no say in the matter. Mm-hmm. They're like, we are the champions. We need to do this.
We are the champions.
Pretty much.
We're the Digidestin. We have to do this.
Like by parents, like this is our job, and their parents understand, which is really cool to like see their parents being like, our kids are crazy, man.
Yeah, that's it. And so they get back to the digital world, and once again, it looks nothing like what they remember.
No, like this is tragedy. Like this is like heartbreaking. For as a kid, being 7 years old watching this, I was heartbroken.
Yeah, they get back and they find out that these 4 assholes have destroyed the entire digital world because there was nothing standing in their way anymore, essentially. Yeah. So they're known as the Dark Masters.
All mega.
Yeah, they're all insanely strong. So we have Metal Seedramon, we have Puppetmon, Machine Dramon, and Piedmon, or Piedmon, because you peed around.
I hate Piedmon.
Yeah. So a metal snake, a metal water snake, a puppet, like a marionette doll, essentially.
Giant metal dragon.
Giant metal dragon, which looks insane. And then a clown. Yeah. Essentially, or a jester.
Joker.
Yeah, and so they have to take all 4 of these on, and again, something about the animation in some of these episodes is really intense. Specifically, I'm talking about not so much Metal Seedramon. They beat Metal Seedramon really early.
Okay, let me get into this.
Okay.
do we meet? I forget his name. Sukumon and the little mouse. I forget the mouse.
Right, those two. Yeah.
Sukumon's dead.
Yeah.
And we're only stuck with the mouse at this point.
Yeah.
And then the mouse dies.
Yeah.
And Waymon dies from River of Power to the face.
River of Power.
My favorite Digimon movie, River of Power. But dude, that scene where he shoots River Power through Waymon.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah.
You see, like, his head is like exploded. You're like, what am I watching? Like, Digimon went from 0 to 100 at that point.
Yeah, real quick.
And man, War Greymon killing Metal Digimon was sick. Like he does the spin.
The spin through him. Yeah,
through him.
That was insane.
Awesome animation for the time. And like maybe it's like nostalgia talking. Yeah. It might suck now, but I remember it being.
It looked really good. So yeah, they killed Metal Digimon like an episode after.
It's like 3 episodes.
Yeah, it's 3 episodes in. It's really quick. Well, there's only like 13 episodes
it's not
with the last arc.
No, what happens is Puppetmon gets a big chunk.
Yeah.
And then War Greymon,
Metal Digimon and Machine Digimon
get like
are very small.
Like 2-3 episodes. Yeah. And Paimon gets like 2 or 3 or 4.
Yeah.
It's very short.
Exactly.
And but no, then you see Mimi like digging graves for like the Digimon and like
it's very sad.
It's very intense. Yeah, I really love this.
And then they go over to they're essentially they're clearing the spiral.
The spiral that leads up to Paimon.
Yeah, dark spiral or whatever. So next up is the forest area, which is Puppetmon's.
Yeah.
And this is another intense. This is one of the intense episodes for me. Is the one where Matt comes back from talking to Cherrymon and Puppetmon. And
he doesn't talk to Puppetmon, it's just Cherrymon.
Yeah, you're right, it is just Cherrymon. And all the meanwhile Puppetmon's like...
Taino TK.
Yeah, that's it.
I like their interact. TK is like the one in control of like the big brother.
Yeah, pretty much.
You suck, man.
Matt versus Ty.
Yeah.
That... I thought it would go way further than it did.
Me too.
It was like intense. I was like, why are they fighting?
As a kid, but now looking back, it feels kind of forced.
Yeah, a little bit, but...
Because for me, I don't feel like Gabumon would want to fight Agumon.
Well, Gabumon's gonna...
go side with Matt.
Yeah, of course.
But at the same time, I feel like Gabumon was like, I don't want to do this. Like, he wasn't like pushing away.
He told Matt, like, don't listen to Cherrymon, like, before anything happened, and Matt came to his own decision.
Yeah.
And then turns it around
just
after.
Too forced for me.
Yeah, but then they beat Puppetmon. That was, like...
So anticlimactic.
Well, no, not really, because the way the Puppetmon dies as well, like the speech that's given to him.
Oh my, it's sad.
Yeah,
like, it's like you're nothing.
You just wanted friends.
Failed. You're like
all he wanted was friends.
Yeah, pretty much. And then Metal Garurumon just freezes him. That's it. And he's done.
Exactly. And then so second part of the spiral done. Then we move on to
Machine
Dramon. And
some of my other favorite Digimon, Mega Dramon and Giga Dramon, are in this episode.
Yeah, Leomon's in it as well, I believe.
Yes, he turns into Saber Leomon.
Yeah.
Such like a random occurrence.
Yeah, exactly.
And like Edamon turns to Meta Edamon.
Yeah.
And they have a fight, and then of course Leomon dies, as will become a recurring joke.
Pretty much, yeah.
In like everything he's in.
Yeah.
But Kari gets sick, and Tai is trying to find medicine for her during this episode.
Yeah.
And it's like very cat and mouse, with like Machine Dramon on their tail, and like following them around. And then he finds the medicine, and like Kari's saved.
Yeah.
And War Greymon once again kills another Dark Master. Yeah. This is why I love War Greymon. Mm-hmm. He's got 2 under his belt.
Yeah. Exactly. So
like Machine Dramon is like so hard to animate, so he only has like 3 like animation frames.
He's just mostly like and you just see him like sliced in half.
Yeah, like sliced like in like 3 different parts. Looking like as a kid, I was like that sucks, but looking back, I'm like I understand. Yeah. Like he's really difficult, which surprised me when he comes back and try.
Yeah, that's
for like a few scenes, and they did give him more animation, which was cool.
Yeah, that's right. Isn't he like Andromon's final?
No. He's Giga Dramon and Mega Dramon's evolution.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's 3rd Dark Master down, and then we have the toughest of them all, Piedmon.
But before that, we get an awesome cat fight between Angelomon and Lady Devimon.
Yes, that was sick.
That sparked some stuff in my childhood.
Yeah, that's right, and in your comic as well.
That's true.
Yep.
Mastamon.
Yeah.
Look up Mastamon. Mastamon's sick.
Yep. So yeah, now we have Piedmon, who essentially wrecks everyone and turns them all into keychains,
which is terrifying.
Yeah, and all that's left is Kari and TK at the end,
and Patamon.
Yeah, and because Gatomon is turned into and then once again TK to the rescue, second time in the series that he has to be the one to. I think it went TK, Ty and Matt, and TK. Nobody else really did anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, TK once again, finally, after all this time, since he got his crest, the crest of Hope?
Yes.
I want to say, he's Hope. Yeah, because Shining Hope is Pegalamon.
Kyrie's light.
Yeah, that's right. So he's Hope, and he finally ultimates Angemon. He was so afraid to do it this entire time because of Patamon's reversion.
One of the awesome... I love Magna Angemon.
Yeah.
He's so
cool. By
the way,
we didn't mention it, but when Angemon beat Devimon in the first arc, turned back into an egg, and TK thought he had lost his friend.
Yeah. Which was brutal.
Yeah, that was tough.
But we also learn a few episodes before the Digimon don't die. They're just reincarnated.
Yeah, they're reborn.
With Lekmon.
Yeah, that's right, in the village.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
I love the world building in Digimon.
Yeah, it's really sick.
Good. We'll get into more of our thoughts later.
Yeah, finally Magna Angemon uses Gate. What's it called? His move is insane.
Oh, yeah. I don't forget what it's called, but I do use it in my comic as well for something else. But, like, Gate of Destiny or something. He opens, like, this gate, and, like, it sucks up, like, the evil.
Yeah, it sucks up Piedmon.
And Piedmon's just...
And he's just gone, and everybody turns back to normal.
And we're like, through everyone's saved.
We're like, yay! The series is done. The Dark Masters are beaten.
Our discussion's over.
Yeah, the series is gonna go... The world's gonna go back to normal.
Yeah.
And hell no! We have something that comes out of the pits of darkness, which
just
is
the leader of the Dark Masters who was like pulling the strings all along
the entire time.
Andros over here,
and we get this I want to say polygonal,
it's like a
type thing. It's not.
I was gonna say a pyramid.
It's like a dodecahedron.
Yeah,
that pops out of nowhere.
Chains coming out of it.
Yeah, and then chains start popping out, and this guy emerges from the middle, and his voice. Oh my god. Apocalypse shows up, and his voice is so terrifying. As a kid, I was like, "Oh god!"
He was awesome.
Yeah,
this is only for like 2 episodes. Too.
Yeah, and
so short.
He basically digitizes them and like sends them away, and they're all data now.
Yeah, and
Ty's
Ty's not giving up hope.
Yeah,
and he like goes and like saves everyone else.
What a recurring theme!
And dude, Ty's awesome.
No. Think about season 2.
But okay, look. When they all digivolve at the end of that episode, like taking their time to get to Ultimate and Mega, that's the hypest stuff ever.
For sure.
It was so sick.
So they take on Apocalypse. They actually end up beating him.
Power of friendship.
Yeah, the toughest antagonist. And then, they're going to get to stay with their Digimon forever. Psych!
No. Most bittersweet ending.
Yeah. When Apocalypse was defeated, the time gap, or the time difference between the real world and the digital world was destroyed.
That's what happened? Okay.
Yeah. Not only that, the gate to the real world would close in 1 Earth day's time, which is why they were like, oh, well, we have like 3 months here.
Yeah.
And then Jedi's like, no. No, the times are now synced up.
This makes sense for 0-2. Okay.
Which makes a lot of sense for following seasons.
Awesome.
Future seasons, everything's like the time in the digital world and the real world are back to normal. So now you have the kids who are forced to say goodbye to their partner Digimon.
Yeah, they're taking a bus.
Yeah, they get back on that bus that we see early on in like episode 2 or 3.
I think so, yeah.
The one that they used to get into the middle where they first meet Seedramon.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. So they get on that bus, and the iconic "Hey Digimon" song plays.
I love the Digimon music for the Western release.
It's really good.
It's super cheesy, but it fits so good.
Yeah. So we have them having to say goodbye to their Digimon, and we think it's over, and then we get season 2, which is so fun. Which obviously we're gonna save for another video.
Yeah.
But
this one's going on pretty long, but
yeah, it's gonna keep going for another 5 minutes or so because I want to
like 10 or something, dude. There's a lot to talk about.
Yeah. I loved Digimon.
I love Digimon. I still love it.
I still do. Yeah, exactly.
It's one of my favorite.
When they announced Try, I was like,
I cried.
Oh my god!
Okay, I didn't cry, but I was.
I was so happy. I was so happy, and I couldn't wait. I just dove into the sub right away. But when I found out that they were recasting most of the original voice cast as well, that was so sick. Like Mimi's the same, Izzy's the same,
Ty's the same.
Ty, and who they got for Matt and TK as well. Like, hello?
Okay, we can save Try for another time.
Yeah, we will. But anyway, I loved and still love Digimon to this day.
I love how adult Digimon got.
Yeah.
Like, it starts out pretty kiddie at the beginning with Devimon, but then when you got to the human world, you're given, like, these real, like, intense, like,
it gets really dark.
Like, with, like, divorce and, like, adoption, which wasn't, like, explored in, like, other shows that we watched.
That's it. As kids, we didn't have that in anything else. Like,
and, like, death.
What, you think Ultimate Muscle satisfied me? Hello?
But, like, death was such a prominent theme in Digimon.
It happened a lot.
Well,
we knew that Digimon were always reborn.
But at the same time... Like, seeing these characters that you, like, grew to love, because we're watching this week by week.
Yeah.
When we see Waymon die in episode, like, 43, we've known the guy for, like, half a year.
Yeah, that's it.
It's intense.
It's crazy. I just loved it, and I can't wait to talk about, because out of the first 3 series, season 1 is my least favorite. The first series. So when we get to 2 and 3, I'm gonna go off, man. I love those 2. And a lot of people disagree with me on 3, but I think Tamers is incredible.
No, everyone agrees now that Tamers is the best.
Oh, really?
People don't like 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah, people hate 2.
Oh, okay. Well, I knew a lot of people that didn't like 3 when I was younger.
So. When we were younger, everyone hated 3, but now 3 is hailed as the greatest one.
That's awesome. That's great. Yeah. I'm happy about that.
Because Tamers is objectively the best.
Yeah, probably.
In my opinion.
In anime terms, If we're looking at narrative and everything, it's really, really strong.
But personal, you love 2.
Yeah.
And I loved 2 the most when I was a kid, but rewatching them, I was like, 3 is the best, 2 is the worst.
Yeah. Like 2 is the worst out of the 3?
It is.
Oh, okay. All right. I disagree. And I've rewatched them recently. It was like 2-3 years ago.
Me too. That's why it's still like fresh in my brain.
Yeah, that's it. So Digimon's awesome. I love the character development, especially with the main characters that we get with Ty and Matt. Even the side characters.
I love the side characters.
All of the Digidestin are so good.
I love the cast. Yeah. They're all awesome. I love that Joe grows up. He's like more courageous.
Yeah. Exactly.
And you learn that they all have a place in this little group.
Yeah, exactly.
They all have their role to play, which
is reflected by the names of their crests.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got courage.
Friendship.
You have friendship.
Love.
Love.
Knowledge.
Courage.
No, you said courage already.
What? You're right. Yeah. What's Joe's?
Joe's is reliability.
Reliability, yes.
Sincerity is Mimi's. Yeah. Hope is TK's. And light is Kairi, which light's not really an emotion, but
no, exactly, yeah, but they're all that sort of role in their group as well, which is
little tropey, but
little bit, but it's still cool. It's the first sense of that we got, and I think it's done better than a lot of current day anime.
Me too.
Like that's the best part about it.
And talking this in terms of Pokemon. Digimon was like way ahead of Pokemon in terms of like narrative structure. And
because they were aimed at different demographics.
Yeah.
You know, while you could consider that Digimon was a kids show, technically, realistically, you could watch it at any stage. Like we said, we rewatched it 3 years ago when we were 21, 22, and it's still.
I was more 19. Oh crap!
Okay, so
a lot of time.
Yeah, that's like 6 years ago. Yeah. You can watch it at any time, and it's still impactful. And like obviously, the nostalgia has something
plays a huge role in it for sure.
Does. But with season 1 and season 3, I think a little bit less season 2. But with season 1 and season 3, I feel you can watch them at any time and get into them the first time, anytime, and they'll still do something to you. So.
I think Digimon's just great.
It
was my favorite show as a kid.
Yeah, way ahead of Pokemon. And we've had this discussion with our friends, and it's like, yes, obviously Pokemon has succeeded more.
Pokemon has better games. It plays a huge role in it.
Exactly. It's a huge gaming franchise, as well as the demographic that it was aimed at the time, airing on television as well.
I think this is the big problem. Pokemon's episodic.
Yeah.
Digimon has a narrative.
Yeah.
And for people like us, we like narratives.
That's it. Since from a young age, I loved the fact that Digimon was a story and that I had to keep up every single week. Pokemon just felt like, okay, well, what's going to happen this episode?
You can catch an episode here and there. I watched Pokemon recently, as I told you.
Yeah.
The Kanto arc. It's hilarious. It's actually really good.
Yeah. I know it is. It's funny.
It's not even close to Digimon, though. Not even once.
Not remotely. What about Sun and Moon?
Sun and Moon's fantastic, but Digimon's still
ahead of it. Wow.
Of course. Digimon will always be top dog.
Wow, all right. Yeah.
Although Gurren Lagann will be number 1, Digimon will be number 1 as well in my mind. So.
Yeah. Digimon is definitely up there for both of us. We both adored it. If you haven't checked it out yet, or if you didn't see it in your childhood, go and watch it.
Yeah,
because it's super awesome.
It's very charming and a very it's still like a go-lucky adventure.
Yeah. But at the same time, it gets very dark.
It gets very intense for a kid's show.
Extreme. I won't. I hate to keep touching upon it, but like think about season 3, Tamers, and how dark it gets.
Season 3 is a much bigger beast.
Oh, yeah, it's fucking yeah. Digimon's incredible. Go and check it out. Yeah. Not much more to say. We really just wanted to tell you how we felt about it.
We just want to talk about Digimon. I love the series.
Yeah, same.
I wanted to just talk to Jordan about it because I know he's a huge fan as well.
Yeah, exactly. And, but yeah, that's it, guys. If you as well enjoyed Digimon and enjoyed our little rant and storytelling time for Digimon, then leave us a like down below. Let us know what you thought of the series as a whole in the comment section. There probably will be more of these because we do want to do season 2 and season 3 in separate videos.
Not season 4.
Definitely not 4. No.
Frontier sucks, man.
That's it. After 3, everything went downhill. But yeah, definitely let us know what you thought of the series down below, and leave a like for us. Subscribe if you have not already, and we will catch you guys soon. Ciao.
Digimon.